Let's go. Your gear design. The We know that mechanical devices are classified into two groups according to their principle of operations. The first one is a mechanical device that transmit power by means of friction. So, example is belt drive and rope drives. Mechanical drives are that are transmit power by means engagement. Example of chain drive and gear drive. The selection of proper mechanism for a given application depend upon a number of factors such as a certain distance, velocity or velocity ratio, shifting arrangement, maintenance of consideration and cost. The guidelines for selection of suitable mechanical drive for the given application are the okay, flat roller chain are suitable at long distance, but we have comparatively short central distance. In gear drives have a small certain distance between the two shafts. So gear are used for small distance and belt chain are used for long distance power transmission use. So belt drive is the cheapest compared to the gear drives. Okay. Classification of gear. Gear are classified into four groups. First is spur, helical, bevel, and worm. For which, first one is a spur, second one is helical, third is a bevel, and fourth is a worm. A worm, not worm, worm. Okay. The first case is a spur gears. Spur gears, the teeth are cut parallel. Teeth are parallel to the axis of the shaft. As the teeth are parallel the axis of the shaft, spur gear are used only when the shafts are parallel. So, show this spur gear. In the spur gear, profile of the gear tooth is the shape of the involute curve and it remember identical along the entire width gear well. Spur gear impose radius load on the shaft. So see the spur gear. In the spur gears, main is teeth are cut parallel. Second one is a helical gear. The teeth this gear are cut an angle with the axis of the shaft. Helical gear have involute profile similar that a spur gear. When in here profile is in the plane which perpendicular to the tooth element. The magnitude of the helix angle of the pinion and gear is same. Pinion and gear is same. However, the hand of the helix is opposite a right hand pinion mesh with a left hand gear and vice versa. A right hand pinion mesh with a left hand gear and vice versa. Helical gears are the thrust load on the shaft. The main concept is there is a special type of helical gear consisting of two helical gears with the opposite hand or helix. So another name of helix gear अथवा helical gear is herringbone gear. Okay. After the third is a bevel gear. It's have the shape of the truncated cone. The size of the gear tooth, including the thickness and height, decreases toward the apex of the cone. Bevel gears are normally used for a shaft which are at the right angle each other. This, however, is not a rigid condition and the angle can be slightly more or less than 90 degrees. The tooth of the bevel gears is cut, straight or spiral. Main is the bevel gear radial and thrust load on the shaft. The fourth is the worm gear. Not a worm gear. Consists of a worm gear and worm wheel. The worm is from the threaded screw. Worm is the threaded screw which mesh with the matching wheel. The thread is a worm can be single or multi-start and usually have a small lid. Worm gears are used for shaft, the axis of the which do not intersect and are perpendicular to each other. The worm is impose high thrust load, while the worm will impose the high radial load on the shaft. Worm gear drives are characterized by high speed reduction ratio. Spur and helical gear are used when shaft is parallel. Shaft are parallel when two shafts are parallel when use the spur or helical gear. Worm gear are recommended when the axes of the shaft are perpendicular or non-intersecting. So this is difference between spur helical or worm gear.